I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with...
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Dave Show. We have a lot of AOC today, I'm just warning you, but she has a lot of crazy to go around, so we're going to share the wealth. But don't worry, we have a lot of other lefties losing it. But before we get into it, I just want to let you know that we do have some merch in the store. It's the LEFTIES Bring Red Cheers. It's a cool shirt, it's a cool mug. You can get it on a lot of different products. So if you are thinking about it, help to support the channel. That would be great. But as always, no pressure. All right. And also, if you'd like to sponsor the show, there is a link in the description of the video and on the channel for a PayPal and PayPal link. So, all right, enough of the business. Let's get on to the fun and the crazy. Let's do it.
To those who feel overwhelmed or tempted to stay quiet, silence will not save us. Solidarity will. You know, we're not scared. We're not scared of the idea of America coming apart, because this is our moment to fan the flames. We're here to build movements, defend our communities, and turn up the heat.
There's nobody there. What heat are you gonna turn up? You literally have like 5 people. I think most of those people are like people from the press or whatever, trying to cover this lame I don't know what you call it, a news conference or something. Oh boy.
We're building a united front of everybody that has a bone to pick with Wall Street. And we're trying to build a new communist party as a weapon of the working class to bring the monopoly capitalists all the way down.
Okay, you don't need to tell me anymore. That is garbage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with trying to build up the Communist Party, because I don't think you're going to do too well, at least in the next several years.
So join us, join our marches. We're not going to keep our heads down and hope that the next 4 years blow over.
What is this?
We're going to rise to every single challenge.
What is this? Is this a sign language?
Ungovernable, okay?
The sign language.
How are you guys not scared?
What?
For your friends that are undocumented, for your parents, for your siblings, for your family.
Okay.
How does that not bother you? How? Just tell me how.
How what?
How could you walk up there and vote for him after everything he said he was going to do?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
You think just because you were born here, you're not gonna go through it?
Born
he
here?
Doesn't like you. When are you gonna understand that? Oh my god. Like, it's so scary. It's so scary.
Well, if you're...
to know that
here
just
legally...
at any given moment, you can just be separated from your family. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Because it's the law. Or even you. You can go too. Who knows?
You know...
Yeah, the law. I love how she puts quotes on the law. Hey, listen, if you're here legally, you're fine. If you're here illegally, yeah, you're on the radar now. If you've committed a crime, you're definitely on the radar.
I think that there is some kind of image that people might have, given how much we heard President Trump and you in the months during the campaign, and certainly during the transition, talking about what's going to happen of people being rounded up, loaded on buses, and dropping them off on the border.
Yeah.
Is that how you see this happening?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the analogy of rounding up. Look, again, this is a targeted enforcement operation. The president's been clear on this. We're going to concentrate on public safety threats.
Yep.
But in sanctuary cities, where they don't let us take that public safety threat into custody in the safety and security of a jail, we have to go find him. If he's with others in the country illegally, ICE will not turn the blind eye to that. ICE is going to uphold the oath they took. They're going to enforce the laws enacted by Congress and signed by a president. And they're going to do that without apology. I mean, if any sanctuary cities force us in this position, that's exactly what's going to happen.
You know, and here's the thing. It's like, okay, if they have to, if the governors and the mayors and the local leaders are not going to work with ICE, then that means they have to go like basically house to house or business to, I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do this, but you know what? That puts American lives in danger because they're put in a much worse situation to try to go get these people out of, you know, get them out of the house or whatever. So it's like these leaders, they need to pick a side. They need to pick a side. They're either on the illegal immigrant side or they're on American side. It's pretty cut and dry to me. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm dumb or something, or I'm not getting something, but it seems to me like we should all be on the American side, right?
Mr. Speaker, you may wonder why so many of our friends across the aisle who care so deeply about the rule of law happen to be so desperate to pass this bill.
Okay, tell us.
After they are unleashing people who attacked police officers here on this Capitol into roaming our streets, who are publicly saying now they want to get a gun. Suddenly, these folks care about public safety.
Okay, but what about all of the criminals that are just let go in all of these countries and all these cities and states? These people that have committed horrendous crimes, committed murders or whatever, and they're picked up for maybe some minor little thing, but then they are just let go to go commit more crimes all across the country. I mean, come on, AOC, get a clue.
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't.
Look no further than the price tag of this bill, $83 billion.
Okay. Yeah.
They know that it can't be paid for. They know that the capacity is not there.
Yeah,
and you know what will be there? Private prison companies are going to get flooded with money. Who give this money, no doubt. I want folks at home to look.
Okay.
Look at what members of Congress are invested in private prison companies who receive this kind of money, and look at the votes on this bill.
Okay.
It is atrocious that people are lining their pockets with private prison profits in the name of a horrific tragedy and the victim of a crime.
Private prison properties. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, listen, you're I don't care if people are in Congress have invested into private prisons. I don't think these illegals are going to be going to these prisons to begin with. And if they are, they're going to be very temporary, just as basically a holding cell. But yeah, AOC, take a look at all the people, all the Congress people, all the congressmen and women that have just become millionaires on the stock market because of blatant insider trading. But no, you don't care about that. You just want to get your face in front of the camera and just scream this faux outrage just to stay relevant.
It is shameful.
Yes, it is.
It is absolutely shameful.
What you're doing, yes, I agree. And this is what she wants to stay in America. Beating an effigy of Trump and setting him on fire. Yeah. That's the superior citizen that we want here in this country. But they're not citizens because they're here illegally. So get them out. I don't want to see this. I don't want this happening. Get them out. And I'm sorry if that's coming off a little too harsh, but come on, we have to do it. We got to fix Biden's mess. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Screw you guys.
So the recommendation of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommended zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Duh. Like she's all like,
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees
so
are not
dumb.
charged with any crime.
they already.
When you're in the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way.
Exactly. Yeah, there are ways to get into the country legally, and there are ways to get into the country illegally. And if you do it illegally, you're out. So.
The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
So, you feel me?
This is
No
ICE in
fighting
action,
forever, bro.
finally.
Thank Obama
Finally.
for everything that he did for me, bro.
They're able to do their job.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
That's what I'm talking about. That is absolutely atrocious. That is just, it's infuriating that these people, I'm going to just call them animals because these guys are animals, okay? They murder and they rape. They get caught here, but because they're illegal aliens or immigrants or whatever the freak you want to call them, they just let them loose. Let them loose to create more chaos in the country. My gosh, it is so nice to finally see ICE do the job that they've been, well, they're mandated to do, but they've been completely shackled over the last 4 years especially. God bless ICE.
Yo, ¿cómo se llama? And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally.
Yes.
This is what ICE calls collateral.
And I love it. Collateral damage. If you go in for one guy and there's like 4 other guys, they're going to check him out. And probably if the one guy is illegal, at least one other guy is going to be illegal, if not all of them. So just do the right thing, people, and come in legally. We would love to have you. Just legal. Just do it legal, like many thousands and tens of thousands and millions over the past decades have done. Just be better, okay?
It was supposed to be a unifying and bipartisan church service in the beautiful National Cathedral here in Washington, D.C. And I was there with President Trump, and everybody there was shocked and mortified by the disturbing comments from this bishop who chose to weaponize the pulpit. She had an opportunity to pray over the president and the vice president and their families who are sitting in the first pews. And she spoke about truth, which was very ironic because words later she spewed lies. She said that President Trump has called illegal or immigrants criminals. That's not true. He calls illegal immigrants criminals because, in fact, they are criminals by definition. If you break our nation's laws, you are a criminal. She also talked about how LGBTQ people in this country may be disappointed. That's also a lie. In fact, I just saw Scott Bessent in the West Wing of the White House on his way to meet with President Trump, and he is the highest-ranking LGBTQ official in United States history appointed by the president in the Oval Office right now. So the comments by that bishop yesterday were egregious, and she should apologize to President Trump for the lies that she told. It's despicable. incredible to see.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, she's all over other channels, sort of taking a victory lap, I guess, on The View. So I don't know if any apology is forthcoming, but it was certainly a very partisan and inappropriate sermon that she gave. You know, it seemed to become all about her rather than all about blessing the president on his way in, as it has always traditionally been.
Yeah, and look, that woman, that bishop, or whatever title she wants to go by, she well, I mean, just look at her right here. I mean, she looks kind of possessed. She looks kind of dead. She looks dead inside, for sure. That woman does not imbue the spirit of Christ at all. She imbues the spirit of somebody else, if you know what I'm saying. What she did was disgusting. It should never be done. You should never weaponize the spirit of Christianity, the spirit of Christ, the love of Christ, to twist it and warp it for your own selfish means. And the fact that it was selfish on her part. She knew she was going to get thrown into the light of the media, of the mainstream media, and the proof of her actions we're going to watch right now. She's going to The View and she's going to all these other shows, and she disgusts me. She should never. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Let's hear what
so let me ask you this. You seem to have more fearlessness than anyone in Congress right now, ma'am. What made you decide to use that opportunity for this message, or didn't you have any apprehension about it?
My response, thank you, first of all, for allowing me to be with you today. My responsibility that morning, yesterday morning, was to reflect, to pray with the nation for unity. And as I was pondering what are the foundations of unity, I wanted to emphasize respecting the honor and dignity of every human being, basic honesty and humility. And then I also realized that that unity requires a certain degree of mercy and compassion and understanding. And so knowing that a lot of people, as I said, in our country right now are really scared.
And why are they scared? Because the mainstream media has pumped them so full of lies and so full of I don't know. It's I don't know.
I wanted to take the opportunity in the context of that service for unity to say we need to treat everyone with dignity.
Yeah, we do.
And we need to be merciful. And I was trying to counter the narrative that is so divisive and polarizing, and in which real people are being harmed.
What real people are being harmed? Nobody's being harmed. Look, if anybody's being harmed, it's these children that are being indoctrinated into this transgender cult, if you want to call it. It's burgeoning as an actual religion with some of these people, but those kids are the ones that are being harmed because they're being falsely led into butchering their body and absolutely making changes that they don't understand that are going to affect them for the rest of their life. You know, I have like two gay friends. One of them wasn't well, both of them came out long after I'd been friends with them. And here's the thing, like the gay and lesbians, LGBT, they wanted certain rights. They wanted to be recognized in certain ways. And I can totally respect that. They wanted gay marriage, which I can respect that, although that creates a slippery slope. But but they were never like crazy about it. They were never shouting F you and down with the system and we're going to get your children and all this kind of stuff. They never did that. That was when the trans movement started. It's almost like the militant wing of the gay movement. You know what I'm saying? They're always so angry. And it's just so filled with the adversary. You know what I mean? It just reeks of I'm going to say evil. It just reeks of evil. Anyways, let's get back to...
Okay.
You know, Bishop, I was struck by your tone. You were so gentle. You were so respectful. You were very demure and very mindful.
No. All right, let's see. So this is President Trump, and this is his response. So the so-called bishop who spoke at the National Prayer Service on Tuesday morning was a radical left hardline Trump hater. She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart. She failed to mention the large number of illegal immigrants that came into our country and killed people. Yeah, Lincoln Riley. Just one. Many were deposited from jails and mental institutions. It is a giant crime wave that has taken place in the USA. Yes, it is. Apart from her inappropriate statements, the service was a very boring and uninspiring. Let me just get that. Sorry about this. Okay. Service was very boring and uninspiring. She was not very good at her job. She and her church owe the public an apology. Okay, so I totally agree with that. And yeah, she does owe the president an apology, and she owes the American people an apology because there's no purpose. There's no you don't go up to the pulpit and start politicizing things. I mean, that is one area that you just really shouldn't do that, in my opinion.
I have been misgendered 3 times in the past 24 hours at restaurants.
Oh, no, not that. I seriously can't imagine that a person wouldn't get it right the first time.
I was at Benihana with my girlfriend, and the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like to eat?"
Yeah, people usually address others based on their outward physical appearance and their characteristics and the sound of their voice, but go on.
My girlfriend, God bless her heart, steps in, says, "Actually, that's ma'am." And she looks at my girlfriend and didn't really understand what had happened and said, "No, I'm talking to him," pointing at me.
But were they wrong?
Nope.
Our jaws were on the floor, and we decided to leave because it was just a bad vibe.
So outrageous.
Why? Because they can see the forest for the trees?
I was at another restaurant for lunch, and they showed me my seat and said, "Here you go, sir." And I said, "I am not a sir."
Sure.
And then I left because I wasn't comfortable anymore.
I'm sure I can think of 1 or 2 things that makes a lot of people rather uncomfortable, but they put up with it anyway.
And I went to a new restaurant, and I asked, before I sit down, where's the bathroom, please? And they said, "Oh, it's right this way, sir." We don't need to use words like sir or ma'am.
Yeah,
of course not.
Yeah.
What are the alternatives?
Yeah, exactly.
There are ways to be respectful without using those words. And if you get it wrong for someone like me, I will probably leave the restaurant. And it puts like a bad vibe on my day when it happens, especially when it happens 3 times in a row.
Well, honestly, that seems to be the majority of a certain individual's content is reacting to getting misgendered. So if it didn't happen, whatever would one talk about?
Exactly. Anything can set this guy off, and then he has to film it. So he's a goofball.
You're gonna do a Sig Hail?
Look at all the Sig Hails.
You're gonna do a Hail Hitler?
Yeah.
Or their rebrand a Roman salute?
The Roman salute is when you stretch your right hand forward with your palm facing down and your fingers touching. Even though you often see it in movies about ancient Rome, it's not actually shown in any old Roman writings or pictures. It became famous because of a painting by a French artist named Jacques-Louis David called The Oath of the Horatii. This painting was liked by Italian fascists and Hollywood, so it got associated with ancient Rome. The idea might have come from a Roman column showing soldiers cheering their emperor. There's something similar called the idleHandsDave pose, where speakers address a crowd, but it's not exactly the same.
From behind the presidential seal of the United States of America?
Not quite the same, but...
It's on. It's on.
Wait, did she just give me the decapitation signal? The I'm gonna kill you signal? Is she gonna start killing people? We better get the FBI to go give her a visit. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that supposed to be the symbol of white supremacy or white power or what garbage they were trying to push a few years ago? Oh gosh, AOC, you're a buffoon. Oh no. No, Taylor Swift is a Nazi too? Not good. Not good at all. Oh no, the president of France, Macron, you're a Nazi. This is just getting worse. Oh no. AOC, did you know that George Washington was a Nazi sympathizer? Oh, this is, my whole day is ruined. Oh, it can't get worse. It can't get worse. No, it can't. No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Superman is a Nazi as well? This is horrible. AOC, you've got a lot of people to get after. But hey, listen, this just in, breaking news. The conspiracy of Nazi sympathizers runs way deeper than we ever thought could be possible. Some people have come up with some images, some photos that were top secret that link pretty much everyone on Earth with Hitler. Let's take a look. Oh no! No! I drink water! Oh my gosh, I'm a Nazi sympathizer! This is so bad. This is so bad. Look, AOC, you're an absolute idiot. You should go back to bartending. You have no right. You have a right, but you shouldn't be in politics, okay? Because you're absolutely worthless in that job. Look, you can capture anybody doing some kind of weird gesture and do a snapshot, do a freeze frame, and boom, they're doing the Hail Hitler pose. This whole thing that they're doing, they're overblowing it. It's faux outrage at its maximum. And don't be gaslighted, okay? And then, you know what? Elon Musk, the whole thing that originated this, Elon Musk, one commenter said that he might have just done that on purpose just to get everybody like all riled up and to hit the beehive, you know, and get all the bees all crazy, and which they are. Thank you, AOC, for being such a fool. Ah, man, good stuff. I'm so glad that ICE is actually doing their job. Thank God. Please bless them so they can do their job correctly, effectively, and efficiently, and get these horrible people out of our country. All right. Well, listen. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, please subscribe, like, share, slap that bell, tell your friends, do all that jazz, and we'll definitely catch you in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Know that you are loved, and have a great day. All right, bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.